Okay, so we'll try to do number 7 now. So the number 7 is everything's inside of the cube, so we'll save that to the end. So we're just going to work on the inside now. So we have, let me get rid of this here. So we have the inside, we can combine this x to the minus 3 and this x to the minus 2, and that makes x to the minus 5, right? So we have 2x to the minus 5, and then y to the 2 and y to the 2 is y to the 2 plus 2, or 4, over x y to the minus 3, all cubed. I don't know why I can't write a 3, but... And now we'll move the negatives to the other side of the fraction. So we have 2y to the 4th, y to the 3rd, over 2, no, 2 down there. We have x, or was already there, and we're going to move x to the 5th down. So then all of that's still raised to the cubed. And so then we can combine this y to the 4th and y to the 3rd and make y to the 7th, 2y to the 7th, and then we have x to the 5th and x here, so we can have x to the 6th, and those are going to be cubed. So now we cube everything. 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. Y to the 7 times 3 equals y to the 21st, so we'll make that y to the 21st. And this is x to the 6 times 3 is x to the 18th. And that's the final answer for that one. Okay, now we'll scroll down, hit some of these other ones. Oh, next slide. How do I get to the next slide, I wonder? There we go. Okay, so on this page, we did the first two already. So here we can do this one. We have this cube, fourth root of 2x plus 6 equals 2. So we're going to get rid of the root by raising it to the 4. Because this is 2x plus 6 to the 1/4 times 4 is 2x plus 6 to the 1. So that's just 2x plus 6 equals 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So that is 16. Then we'll subtract 6 from both sides. We have 2x equals 10. And then we'll divide by 2, and we have x equals 5. Both sides by 2. And then over here we have 4 minus x equals 3. So we want to get the constants on one side and the radical on the other. So we have 4, we'll subtract 3 from both sides, minus 3 equals, we'll add square root of x to both sides, square root of x. So then we have 1 equals the square root of x. We'll square that. And we have 1 squared is still 1. So we have 1 equals x. Or x equals 1. Let's flip the other way. So now this one, when we do this one, we have to do a little bit more math. So we'll square both sides. And we get 3x plus 7 equals, now we have to do first, outer, inner, last. So x minus 1 times x minus 1, we get 3x plus 7 equals x squared minus x. That's, well, this one would be minus x, and then plus 1. So then we get 3x plus 7 equals x squared minus 2x plus 1. So now we can subtract 7 and subtract 3x from this side. 7 minus 3x. So we get x squared minus 5x minus 7 plus 1 is minus 6 equals 0. So that's x minus 6 times x plus 1 equals 0. So this is x is equal to 6, or x is equal to negative 1. Next slide. These are all similar to the others. So We can do this one. Square both sides. 5x plus 2 equals x plus 6. And then you can just subtract the 2 and subtract the x. Equals 4x equals 4, x equals 1. So that means that number 7 is B. And then for this word problem, we have the velocity. We have 3 variables: velocity, acceleration, and radius. So in the first one, an A, they're giving us the acceleration, the A. And then they're giving us the velocity, the V. So we have 14, the velocity, is equal to the square root of 39.2 times the radius, which is what we have to solve for. So if we square both sides, that's 196 equals 39.2 R. Divide both sides by 39.2. And we have 196 divided, 196 divided by 39.2 is 5. So 5 is equal to R. And then for B, they are giving, they want the acceleration, and they're giving us the velocity. 8 is equal to the square root of radius. They're giving us the radius, and they want the acceleration. So A times 2.5. Square both sides. 64 is equal to 2.5A. Divide by 2.5. And then we have 64 divided by 2.5 is 25.6. So acceleration is equal to 25.6.